Productions. Hiya Monstaz, and thanks for stopping by. Tonight's story is called Junkie and the Ink Machine, Chapter 1. This is a mashup between Bendy and the Ink Machine and Overwatch. The story is written by our pal, the RJsChannel, so be sure to give big shouts out to him and check out his DeviantArt channel. There's a lot of really cool stories over there. And Monstaz, big shouts out to you guys too. And so Monstaz, without further ado, let the story begin. Junkie and the Ink Machine, Chapter 1. Jack Morrison was relaxing on his couch before the mailman dropped some mail through his slot. Jack grumbled as he stood up and went to go fetch the mail. He bent over and picked up the mail. He looked through them thoroughly. Trash. Trash. Oh, what's this? He looked at the light brown envelope with a stamp that he recognized. Huh. It was from my old animation workshop. Wow, I haven't heard from anyone from there in 30 years. He opened up the envelope and read the short piece of paper. Dear Jack, it's been 30 years since we've worked on our old cartoons. Why don't you come back down so the old crew can make one more big project? Your dear friend, Gabriel. Jack smiled as he put the letter down on the coffee table. Well, you know, I haven't got nothing to do this evening, so why not? I'll drop in and see what I've been missing. Later that evening, Jack put on his big blue and heavy jacket with the number 76 on the back. He started up his car and began to drive down to the old workshop. It had taken about 2 hours before he pulled up to the old broken down workshop. Look at that. Still broken and creaky, just like it's always been, Jack said to himself before exiting the car. Jack went up to the wooden door and it opened up for him. Jack shrugged as he went inside, making sure he closed the door back. Hey, Gabriel, I'm here, Jack called out through the halls, but no response. Wonder where they could be. Let's see if I can find them, Jack said to himself as he started walking down into the workshop. Now, as he walked down the entrance hallway, he saw some old posters featuring their mascot, Junkie the Rat. Now, Junkie was a tall, slim Australian human who had a mechanical arm and a peg leg on his left leg. He was called Rat because he would always steal parts and would always get out of situations with little to no problems. Now, Jack, as he looked at the masterpieces, such as the Jumping Junker, Junker Jazz, and Jack's personal favorite, Mad Scientist Melodies. Jack chuckled as he looked around the large room. He looked around before he turned the corner to see a work desk with a drawing on it. Aha, hey, my old drawing desk. How pathetic was this spot, he told himself before continuing down the hallway. Jack looked around the hallways before noticing a large room with some sort of machine inside. He entered as he read Ink Machine on the side. I don't remember this being here. When did Gabe install this, I wonder? Jack asked himself. Now Jack looked around the machine, and there was a large canister with the word ink on the back. Jack looked for a lever but couldn't find one. I wonder how you turn this thing on, Jack asked before lightly kicking it. Jack walked out of the room and started heading down further into another hallway. He walked for a bit before he saw a sign saying Ink Machine Lever. Jack continued down the path the sign was pointing at. Now, as he approached the end of the hallway, a wooden board dropped from the ceiling with a loud crash, startling Jack a bit. And Jack sighed as he entered the room. Jack noticed a lever with something flashing ink pressure low above it. He tried pulling down the lever, but it wouldn't move. Damn, I guess I'll have to get the thing flowing. But, how? He said before looking at the sign telling him that there is a flow button in the video room. Jack nodded to himself and exited the room. And as he exited, a cardboard cutout of Junkie appeared right in front of him, making Jack jump just a little. "How the hell did you get there?" he shouted as he flicked it over. He then noticed across from him a room that had something disturbing in it. Jack entered and saw that it was a life-size roadie with his wrist and ankle strapped on a table with his giant gut wide open with a wrench inside. Jack nearly puked. "Oh, Gabe, oh my God, what have you been doing?" Jack gagged as he exited that room, avoiding line of sight with the roadie. Now, as Jack walked through the hallway leading into the video room, he noticed a tape recording on a shelf. Who the hell leaves a random tape recorder laying in the middle of the hallway? Jack asked before pushing the play button. The voice coming from the tape was someone Jack remembered, his old colleague, Jesse McCree. "So, get this. Ever since Gabe installed this ink machine, he's been going all wackadoodles. Granted, we don't get a bunch of ink every time we use it, but I don't see the need for it. It's messy, loud, and very distracting for those working below us. Well, also, the damn pipes from that damn thing keep bursting in our faces. Just a while ago, our songwriter got his music sheets completely smothered in ink. And he had to rewrite the whole song too. He tried complaining, but Gabe threatened below half his paycheck, which is really damn harsh. And also, for some reason, Gabe asked us to hand him one of our office belongings, so that he can place them somewhere to appease the gods or something. I think he's lost it, but then again, you never know with Gabriel. Now, Jack looked puzzled as the tape stopped. That doesn't sound like anything Gabe would do. Jack sighed as he continued walking towards the video room. As he approached, another cardboard cutout of Junkie jumped from behind the corner and then retreated back into the hallway. "Hey, you, get over here!" Jack called out as he ran down the hallway. When he reached the end of it, he saw the cutout leaning against the wall, with some ink right beside it. Jack entered the room with wooden chairs and a silver screen. "Okay, wherever you are, come out," Jack called out through the room with no response. Jack looked behind him one more time before hitting the large flow button right behind the projector. Well, as he turned it on, he heard something rattling throughout the walls, and for some reason, the projector turned on by itself. It showed Junkie on his little rib tire, dancing on it and making his concussion mind look like a top hat. Jack thought that maybe, just maybe, the button turned on the projector too, but he wasn't quite sure of it. As Jack approached the ink machine room, he saw that the entrance was boarded up. How did this get boarded? He was cut off by a big flash of light and a shocking sight. There was an inked-up Junkie. The tips of his blonde hair were black with ink, and ink covered his eyes. The drippy Junkie reached out viciously through an open part of the board with his half-ink-covered mechanical hand before retracting it. "Oh my God, what the hell?" Jack called as he staggered back. He looked up and saw the ceiling, walls, and the floors were starting to leak with ink. "Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I need to get the hell out of here." He started darting down the hallway with dripping ink getting in his hair and covering the back of his jacket. Jack got closer and closer to the exit door at the front. Almost there. Jack reached for it, but then fell down in a hole, making him tumble and land on his back. Jack groaned as he stood up. "Oh my God, my back." He groaned as he rubbed his back. Jack looked around and saw a door. He opened it and it led to a staircase. Jack walked down it only to discover another hallway that was blocked by wood. "Oh man, damn it. Now what?" he cried. He looked to his side and saw a fire axe placed on the wall. Well, this'll come in handy. He then proceeded to cut down the boards of wood until the hallway was clear. Well, as he turned the corner, he saw another room that had black coffins and a pentagram circle with candles surrounding it. What the hell? Jack asked as he walked in. When Jack fully entered the room, he stood in the middle of the circle before clutching his face. Oh my god! Jack screamed as he knelt down. He started getting blurry flashes of a wheelchair, a record player, and Junkie's cardboard cutout before passing out on the floor.